Čačo slatka fantazija, koliko god mračno izgledalo, nedostaje mi moj san, što smo imali na moru.
Hello everyone, welcome to the first Nimaš Izbire interview. I'm Gabi, your host. This is Dorijan Šiško.
Hi.
And without further ado, here are our guests, Evanora Unlimited and Tea Stražičić, Flufflord. So how are you doing, guys?
Doing very good. Izvrsno.
Izvrsno.
Odlično.
Great.
Amazing.
So maybe just a couple of info before we begin. We're Nimaš Izbire from Ljubljana, Slovenia. Right now we're recording in Kader Kodeljevo. Shout out, thank you for the lovely place. We're recording in their small, recently opened club. And as Nimaš Izbire, we are a collective organizing alternative electronic events in Ljubljana, also listening events and all kind of alternative music scene. So, and we're also very focused on design. Maybe Dorian can add something to that.
Yes, as a collective, as a music and art collective, we are also a little bit focused on the visual aspects of music and club culture, and we try to emphasize also like a more contemporary approach to graphic design in contrast, I think, to other musical entities in Slovenia.
Right, but that's not why we're here today.
Yes.
We're here with our guests from our recent event last Friday in Kino Šiška. So, how was it?
It was amazing.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was awesome. It was very good. It was a super good time.
Did you enjoy the crowd? Like, how was it?
Yeah, it was amazing. I always, it was my first time performing in, like, we did like a small show in Greece, but other than that, it was like the first show in the Balkans.
I don't know, like, does Greece classify as the Balkans?
Greece is hella Balkan.
Greece is hella
So,
Balkan.
yeah.
I mean,
But some people would say it's not, I don't know. Maybe it's
not Yugoslavia, but Balkan.
Yeah. Balkan Peninsula.
First
All right.
Balkan show then.
All right. So, but this was the premiere show in the former Yugoslavia.
Yeah, former Yugoslavian premiere.
We're very happy you managed to come through. Also with Tea, we didn't expect her.
Yeah.
Another amazing guest. For those who don't know her art, please check it out. We're gonna attach some links to the video below. But yeah, anyway, this was the first show in our region, like featuring this kind of how could we put it? Like this kind of music policy, this kind of artists, related to this more.
Yeah, I think I really like it because your work, Orion, is like very connected also with visual culture, and like it has this DIY punk rock, a little bit aesthetics.
Yeah.
I think it's a nice representation of this kind of forward-thinking notion in music. So I don't know how you feel about that, if you identify with this kind of punk notion or something.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah. Are you like influenced by like your hometown?
Definitely. Yeah, definitely massive influence from hometown. Where I'm from in Oakland, it's there's a lot of different. There's a lot of culture in general, but there's like definitely a very heavy punk scene. There's like a lot of like culture around rap and rave culture and all type of stuff. There's definitely like a mesh of all of it. Like I'm definitely heavily inspired by.
Maybe for us Europeans, we don't have really a feeling for the American scene.
Yeah.
How big is Oakland?
Oakland is like a town outside of in California, like about like 30 minutes, I guess, from San Francisco. It's
I'm just nodding. I honestly have no idea where that is, but
it's like
I'm gonna check it out later.
LA, and then like got San Francisco, which so the two are like 6 hours apart driving, and then you have Oakland, which is across the Bay Bridge, and then you have Berkeley.
So how many people live in Oakland?
I have no idea, to be honest. Yeah.
But maybe it's more than Ljubljana. I don't know.
That's for sure. That's not hard. That's not hard to do at all. Yeah,
No,
so-
it's okay, but
Yeah.
because it's interesting, Ljubljana is like the capital of Slovenia, but we're pretty small and we don't have a
How
big...
many people you think?
280,000?
I think like the city is 200,000 or something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah. So it's really...
Yeah.
But yeah, Tea, before we were also talking that Zagreb has a nice punk scene. You were telling me about that.
Oh yeah, it used to be. I mean, I haven't lived there for a really long time, but basically around like 10, 15 years ago, there was like 4 people, like local alcoholic artists, day and night, who at least have like, each one of them had like a variations between like 8 to 10 bands. That would maybe make a show which like 2 people would show up to, but it was priceless. Like it was really memorable, visually too. As well.
Cool. So you were also influenced by like the punk scene in Croatia. Maybe?
Yeah, a lot.
like visually.
I was like pretty small back then, but there's like a Žac who was absolutely amazing. Željko Beljan. What was it? Motherfucking Christians, you can like censor it. That was
it's
their
all good.
band.
Cool.
And
We're not
crowd
PG. But we're for the kids though.
Yeah. You can beep it out.
Yeah. I wanted to ask you, Ryan, what's your background in Oakland? I've heard like that your parents were really heavy into the music scene.
Yeah.
I've heard some stuff from Tea also, but maybe you can explain yourself.
Yeah, both of them make music and DJ, and like heavily in like the Bay Area rave scene and whatnot, like under.
So
yeah,
electronic music, pretty much.
Yeah, like under some umbrella of like electronic. I'm not exactly sure.
It's
how to
maybe
classify it properly. But
maybe like of the other generation, more 90s stuff or.
yeah. I'm not sure how to classify it exactly, but definitely like an electronic umbrella, and like that was definitely a big influence. Like I've recognized as I've grown up, like that I didn't really like notice until like more recently.
Yeah.
But like first memory, like them having me like on. Yeah, all that like raves and stuff and.
What's that about the dog bed?
Yeah. It's,
I've read that in an interview.
Yeah, like my
not to
first,
put you on the spot.
My first producer name was House Pet. And I think came up with it when I was in high school, and I was like, I don't know what the fuck I was thinking about, but I was on a bunch of shrooms and having some sort of like, I don't know, some bullshit going on. And I was just like, I was like staring at my dog hella high, and I was like, damn, bro, I'm a house pet, or like, I don't know, some shit.
Or some subliminal shit.
Yeah. It was like really deep to me at the moment, I guess. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking, like in hindsight, but it was like kind of deep to me in the moment. And then I like later on connected it to like my first memory with my, in general, like that I can remember was, I was at some forest rave that my parents either like organized or were performing at, and I was like in like this little like dog bed or some sort of like sleeping arrangement behind the speakers, and I remember my mom was trying to give me Coca-Cola to make me like stay up, but I just and it ended up making me like fall asleep faster somehow.
Yeah.
But were your parents performing or just?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, recently I actually started writing like a little. Hopefully, eventually, I don't have a title for it yet, but like, as of now, it's just like short stories of Evanora, which is like gonna be just like random like unsequential like collection of like short stories of like whatnot, and like that's like one of the first chapters is like first memory of that. And I think I did track. I don't know if it was that exact memory, or not. I was able to track down the first rave my parents brought me to, and I was like 6 months old.
Oh wow!
Bam.
And I don't
That's
know
dedication.
if my mom says that I've like talked to my mom about it. I don't know if that like memory I just described was it that one. I think that was like when I was like a little bit older, like still like small, but I think there was like some. I think my dad was performing at it or something.
Oh great!
And it was like what's his name? Goa Gill, if you know this person.
Goa Gill?
Yeah.
Sounds like psytrance.
Yeah, he's like the inventor of psytrance or something like that, but he was like good friends with like my mom and dad and whatnot. But yeah.
Is that connected to the Burning Man by any chance?
Yeah, kinda, yeah.
Oh, really?
Both, yeah, that's like a good like. I remember before I was like saying like general like electronic umbrella, but definitely like my mom is like super into like Burning Man. I think she's like 20-year veteran type of shit.
Really?
Like she was
Wow.
at like the like she's gone like she's super into it.
Wow.
Are they still going to Burning Man?
I don't know. My mom went like for her last time. We'll see, but maybe she'll go again or something. I don't know. But she brought me like in like 2019, I think.
Oh, okay.
Which she said was like, "Oh, it's my last year. I want you to come
Oh,
with me." I went.
that's
Sick.
very nice.
Yeah, yeah.
Sick. Do you mind us getting personal a bit, or
Yeah, let's get
are you in good relationship with your parents?
Yeah, I'm in a good relationship with both of them for sure.
So they support your music.
Yeah, yeah.
Great.
That's
That's
really
exactly
nice.
what I wanted to
Yeah.
ask. Like, you know, being such a how I don't know, you know, how to
Yeah.
say it, but being such an impressive character, like, you know, like for me, it feels like you really need to have some kind of supportive background to you know to believe in yourself and
Yeah.
to be able to express yourself that
Yeah.
way, you know.
Yeah, no, definitely. No, I'm super appreciative of both my parents are very open and supportive, which I'm like extremely grateful for, and like also like coming from their background and whatnot, they're both like rock stars in their own like regard. You know what I mean? Like.
It's hard to
And
imagine,
her-
really.
Yeah, and like over time, especially like seeing their support is like definitely one of the most meaningful things. Like from like I don't know if they understand it fully, especially like for my mom. I think.
I mean, it's
They both
hard
ex-
to
Yeah, of
to
course.
jump over this generational divide, you know,
Yeah,
like.
yeah, of course, but they definitely like. My mom definitely thinks it's a bit scary. Some stuff like doesn't understand certain stuff like fully, but she definitely like supports it and like it's definitely super meaningful. Like seeing my mom like I think the first time she saw me perform was in San Francisco, and like me and my mom have like gone through a lot. You know what I mean? Growing up, and like I've put my mom through a lot, and we've like cried. You know what I mean? Like cried together and etc. And then like. Coming from that, and then like in retrospect, and then like seeing her like cry at a show and seeing her perform is definitely like one of the most like
Proud
definitely.
parent moment.
Yeah,
and also
definitely, like,
proud son moment.
You know what I mean when you grow up,
Yeah.
like as you're growing up, like and fucking up and like getting into bullshit, like you know what I mean, like you always want to like have your parents proud, and it's like
For
definitely
sure,
one of
yeah.
the most like.
Sure. Did they settle down now?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, my dad's
a little bit.
you know, sometimes I'll like, you know what I mean. My dad still sometimes like, he's very much like me. Like if I don't reach out to him, he doesn't reach out to me. Like kind of he's very like tunnel vision and like heavy into just like doing music shit. And like so if I don't call him, like we'll go like almost a year without talking type of shit. And like he's just like touring and doing.
Sounds like a male thing to do.
Yeah. but yeah, well, every once in a while, like, how you doing, Dad? Blah, blah, blah. And they'll just be like, oh, I'm in goddamn Costa Rica off the motherfucking acid. Goddamn whales jumping out of the Bahamas, and it's beautiful.
Wow.
It's like the most, yeah.
That's it's pretty wild. I mean, that's sounds like a really inspiring background. But how about you, Tea? Like, do you have whales in Croatia?
My dad's close with whales for sure. He's an old captain. Hopefully, finally going to retirement after I think like 50 years on the sea. Like how do you say? Tuče more. Yeah, and like my entire.
Beating the sea.
Yeah, and his two brothers. So they're like Teo Leotin. I have the same name as my dad, Tea, and he's Teo.
Oh, okay.
So they're all sailors. They're all like sea people, and because we come from the seaside, right? And he would always joke when he has a ship full of people, like a cruise ship. And then sometimes he would like say like, oh, there's a whale, a giant whale on the left side. And then like all the people would go to the left side, and then he would be like, oh, no, he passed below the ship, now he's on the right side. And he would just like be bored and make like people like go left and right on the boat. So that's his whale.
Did this inspire the picture you gave me? The whale eye thing? Dolphin?
Yeah, the dolphin.
Yeah.
That was kind of like inspired by this John C. Lilly research about Echo the dolphin. It's like
Was that the woman who was fucking all the dolphins?
yeah, like the woman that they were like dating basically, and they were both on acid as well.
It was
Also, the dolphin was an acid.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, this episode is getting demonetized for sure.
But were your parents also, do they have some art background or something maybe?
Actually,
My dad paints though.
my dad is an excellent painter, and back when I was a kid, he was a heavy metal enthusiast, like the magazine Heavy Metal, right?
Yeah.
And he's an exceptional comic book artist, actually. Like, he's like way more talented than me, but he never published anything, never showed anything.
Oh.
He was like, because during Yugoslavia, like, they didn't have an option to go to art school, only like the Marines or like the.
Was assigned.
Yeah, they were assigned, and later on, I think he's happy now with it. I think maybe he like finally publishes something like after he retires or something.
Oh, hopefully.
Yeah.
He's like a sailor.
Yeah.
He sails like the largest cruise ship.
I mean, it sounds really romantic, like this artist sailor.
Yeah, totally. He's like he looks like a big like bearded sailor. That's what you get with profession. He lost all of his curly hair when I was born, and then he like got like big with beard. But you told me once, I don't know, that you got like slapped by the whale.
Oh no! Oh yeah, we went to. Where was it? I don't know. Somewhere in Mexico. My mom is like. She loves Mexico, but she brought me to Mexico like, and they have like you can go like scuba diving or whatever with the whale sharks and whatnot.
Wow.
Like the first time I like was like fuck no, like I have like a phobia of the ocean a little bit, but the second another time we went and I like I was like I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna get over my fear of the ocean. And I went in.
But like for swimming or for diving?
I've never gone diving. Like it's just like snorkeling type of
Right.
shit. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, snorkeling with they drive you out into the middle of the ocean. They have like the little.
Oh, sure. Yeah, that's scary. For sure.
Yeah, but like the second time I was like I'm gonna get over my fears of like.
And like the big
bodies of
empty.
water. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm also scared of that.
I was like I got over the fear and I was like enjoying it and I was like damn. And then of course the one time I do, there's like I like was under the water like enjoying the view of the whales, and I come up and like everyone on the boat is screaming. They're like the guides are like get up out of the water, get up out of the water, and like I was like what the hell is going on? So they get me back on the boat and they're like you almost died. The fuck because the whale apparently was like coming up out of the water, and like apparently because they go down and like do what they do under the water and they come up and get some air, and like. Apparently, like I was like right above the tail apparently, and apparently like it's like hella strong. So like, they were saying like if you like stayed where you were and you didn't get back in, you would have been like you know what I mean like
catapulted like or like
if you ever played like Super Smash Bros like Mario or like you know what I mean like Super Smash Bros Brawl.
This is your thing, Dorian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You would be like
like
out of the screen,
when you
right?
Somebody out like fuck. Like,
it will slap you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I almost got attacked by a barracuda as well.
Barracuda.
Yeah.
Barracuda.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And lost in Amazon or where you were at?
Also in Mexico.
In Australia?
No. Oh, I guess that too. Yeah. In Australia.
Yeah.
We went. Yeah.
With your dad?
Yeah, and there was a bunch of leeches.
Yeah, here in Slovenia, it's not so dangerous, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank God.
You had some serious questions for Tea?
I don't know.
Oh no.
Yeah,
get ready now.
No.
Shit is about to get real.
No. No, I was just thinking about maybe how this Balkan. You're from Dubrovnik in Croatia, and you also moved to Berlin and then moved back. Now, how did this Balkan maybe traditional, more mystical environment influence your art?
Actually, a lot. At first, I was like in complete negation. I was like living in a total alien fantasy world until like, I don't know, like age maybe like 20 or so, because like everything was like really like focused on board thematics, and like I went through like a really rigid school, umjetnička škola Luke Sarkočevića, which was like from 8 in the morning till 8 in the evening, and it's like half painting, half gymnasium, and like super strict literature teacher, and I was just like, oh God, get me out of here. I just want to like listen to metal and like do sword fighting or something like that, scuba diving, and I did all of it. And
Sword fight?
yeah, I did the sport, like scenes, sport
Fencing.
fencing, yeah. But not like typical fencing, more like I was like acting in Bulgarian niche, summer, yeah, but we really have to like sport class. But yeah, like then later on, I met this crazy duo. These like students that were at Lašćina dorm in Zagreb. One of them was my he's a really good artist as well, Mario Eugenia, Mario Mu, and I was like with Mario Mu and our like little crew and kind of like researching more in depth about the area of Bosnia, Croatia, and this like kind of Bermuda triangles of and constellations of former Slavic deities, and not just Slavic, because like Slavic was like this era was like melting pot for Illyrian tribes, Greek tribes, Turkish, everything, and even like finding out about Gnostic Bosnians, Bosnian Gnosticism, which is super inspiring. So with Spiral, actually that's like also like interesting because Bosnian Gnostics, which are from that region where some of my family is and so on, they used a lot of these spirals.
Wait, sorry to interrupt you. This is like a religious. I've heard of this. I've read of this, but I forgot what it is. Like just maybe for the viewers, what's
it's a
Bosnian Gnostics?
So there's Gnosticism is tied to Christianity in a way, but it's not considered. It's considered hereticism. It's considered heretic Christianity, which is kind of ridiculous because like actually no one there's like no strict point or scientific point where you like say, oh, this is truly what the truth is. But
like agnostic.
But the Bosnian ones were to me interesting because they were like against work. Like they thought that the work is evil, and because work belongs to material world, and material world is by definition evil, and Jesus like came to the earth to tell them to not belong to material world. So they like so they're like raw vegans and like spirals and stuff.
Wow.
So when I like met Orion, we both realized we have like spiral tattoos on our necks, and like you had like hella like
you have
spiral
a spiral tattoo on your neck?
Yeah, I do. Oraculo made it. It's kind of like faded out like real bad, but there should be like tiny dot that Oraculo made in LA.
It's not a spiral exactly, but it'll go.
It like stretched out. There was like one here too. There's one here. Yeah. But it was like completely accidental, honestly. I only later learned about it. So yeah, like.
So that's how you two met, kinda?
Because of the spiral.
Because of the spiral. In the middle of the spiral. Yeah.
I mean, kind of in like a hypothetical sense. But
So, sorry, Tea, you were saying?
I mean, we met in a cave, actually.
Yeah, we met in a cave.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bosnian cave.
Almost. Maybe it led from Oakland.
It's like that. Yeah, we met like unknowingly in like, I think I was like 2018 or 2017. I was like like way younger. Like
You're still young. What do you mean?
Young man.
I was like still in high school and shit.
Yeah.
And there was like this like cave rave that some friends were throwing in Sutro baths in San Francisco. On like there's like a cave on the beach, and I like was doing like recording video for it and whatnot. I remember Bod was performing, I guess.
I was VJing, Bod was performing, and a few other of our friends, I think Bapari.
Yeah, so they were like there because of like other reasons. And I didn't know them at all, obviously, and I was taking video, and they randomly, I remember like super vividly, they randomly grabbed me, they're like, hey kid, come take pictures of us. And I remember taking pictures, and then and you were like super drunk or whatever, and you were like making
wasn't.
yes, you were something.
No, we're just enthusiastic.
But you were like making a bunch of like Illuminati signs or like some shit. And I remember so specifically like going home and like sorting through the photos and like filtering through them. And I like deleted specific all of those, and I was like, damn, that lady was on one. And I deleted all of them. I remember, like super specifically. And then years later, in like 2022, when I moved out of Oakland, and like went to Europe for the first time, and was doing like my little endless world tour. I had like been staying with my friend Angus, who booked me for my first show out there. Who like
In Europe.
Yeah, in Berlin. But he went to my high school actually. I didn't know him. I think he was like a year older than me, or like a year above me. I didn't like know him personally back then. But his like ex was like best friends with my ex, if you can call them that, or like yeah. But yeah, it's like some random like rabbit hole of shit.
The world is small.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And then they were the roommate, and like we didn't really. Yeah, it was mostly because of my friend Angus there.
Yeah.
And they were the roommate. They were just some random like Slavic woman who would like enter the house and then leave the house, and then we met fully because like I think we were at some like park, and you started going off on some like quirky ass rant about some like hectic beaver.
We were shooting your music video.
Yeah, we were shooting music
okay.
at the swamp, and you started going off on this rant about this hectic beaver.
There was a beaver, a crazy beaver.
Like one time that you went there
in Berlin.
Like, some hectic beaver who was like
Berlin.
the devil.
I wonder what
some
was
shit.
he on.
Oh, that thing was
She was saying
crazy.
some shit about like some monologue about some like hectic beaver who was like the incarnation of the devil.
No, that was what my friend said about him.
Something. This is my perception of it. But basically.
Skupaj, šutni že.
La, delam ketamin. Popnem se nek spil, popnem ga na lahko spim. La, so sanje poklopim. Potem najdem spim.
Okay, Tea, so you were saying before I was interested, you didn't get to finish your thought.
Basically, like what interested me and what inspires me from the region I'm from is not just like simply some pagan myths and so on, because there's like so much underlying melting pots of culture. And specifically regarding my sculptures, I think I tried to bridge this kind of like or fill out this like liminal space in the sculpture today, which is stuck between like this like Eastern perfection, like icono picto depictions that are very very tied to Japanese and Chinese like handwriting and like character design, and like Western kind of like crude, like thick-lined, perfectionist, detailed character design and sculpture in general. Is this like middle ground, which is more rough and inspired by like Romanesque sculptures of Dubrovnik, like gargoyles and reliefs there, which I grew up with, and like more like things that have more mistakes in them, basically, like shapes that have more mistakes with them.
So as you were saying, also inspired by like, I think your art or sculptures and all your 3D art is also like inspired a lot by like this weird like monsters and characters, and so also like this animist style bodies and this kind of more animalistic like hybrids. And would you define like your art like more like I don't know, transhumanistic or more cyberpunk, or like or more like fantasy, more like fantastical or something like that?
Well, I don't really have a choice, and I don't necessarily feel like I belong to any genre. I feel like I would be far more successful if I like stick to a genre. But to me, it's just like whatever comes out. I cannot really control it. It's more kind of enslaved by like early way of early influences, basically, like it's like heavy metal or like Italian comic books or like anime as well as manga, and just like some like strange like semi like religious things. I don't know how I don't really have a choice, and I just make it like I don't even like have any idea what I'm doing. I don't have mood board, I don't have any plan. It just comes out kind of
the zeitgeist pipeline.
Just
like guys pipeline, that's great.
Very good.
No, I definitely agree with the like with the part of like it probably would be a lot more up or whatever if I like sticking to one thing.
Because you're also very diverse in your music production, right?
It's like it's definitely also like just at the mercy of like whatever I'm feeling. Like I'm perpetually always have like 5 different albums I'm working on that are all like 75% complete, and then I'm always like jumping in between like from like a, you know what I mean, like
that's exactly what I
jumping to,
maybe if I can relate to that. I wanted to ask, like, you have these 2 kind of signature projects going on, which is like Evanora Unlimited, and I don't know even how it's pronounced, like Marjorie
Willow Cassidy Sinclair.
Right. Okay, so that's the correct pronunciation of it.
Marjorie W.C. Sinclair.
Right. So, but like, what is the main like difference between it? Like, what's the main Usebinsko?
Like thematically, I guess.
What is? I mean, we can tell music-wise what's going on, right? Like Evanora, I would call it's more like post-punk, merged with this industrial. So Marjorie Sinclair, on the other hand, is like influenced by this really quick rap with over like city pop samples.
I feel like so I started with the Evanora stuff in high school. I was like DJing and whatnot, or I was like strictly producing for other people that are just like local like rappers or people in high school, and like also producing like instrumental songs and whatnot. Like I had like I was like looking through my Instagram archives, and there's a bunch of like just like blah 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 album coming soon. Shit never dropped. But like I remember I'd make like a bunch of like Italo disco like type of shit.
Italo disco?
Yeah.
Really?
Like type
no
of
way,
shit,
man.
So I'd, like produce that type of shit, and
they would love it here in Kodeljevo.
This
is a perfect place.
But I remember I was like Italo disco instrumental album coming soon. That shit never really. You feel me? Just like
this is the classic DJ shit.
Exactly.
Coming soon.
So how in the end did you decide on the?
So I started out with that shit, just like production, strictly production for others and whatnot. And I would always write, like even before I started producing, I would write like poetry and just like random shit. But I never had like the confidence to like, you feel me, like record it or like put myself out there in that regard. So I'd like produce and like I would DJ shit that I like would produce and whatnot. And then eventually in high school, like I was producing Less Full Expanse, like my debut EP as Evanora. And it was initially actually supposed to be like kind of like on the fence between it was either going to be production for someone else, and then later on it was like I wanted to start a film project, and like it was supposed to be all instrumental, like soundtracking to like a film project that like Evanora was supposed to be like a little like short film, that kind of thing. But then eventually like I was like going through some shit that I wrote, and I was like, oh fuck, wait, if I had just like let me try something. So I recorded that one, like, and all of it I recorded on my like just laptop mic, like like just fucking screaming into my laptop mic and my
Great.
like.
I mean, I got the notion that you're very DIY, but that's
Like
really...
I still just only record on my laptop mic.
Really?
Yeah.
No shit. What about like all the instrumentals? Like, do you play guitar? Do you record like?
So, I mean, I wouldn't say I play guitar. I know enough to like compose and whatnot.
Right.
Like I did like the guitar for Age of Information. And,
but is it like actually like recorded guitar?
Yeah.
Or you do it like in the
I did record. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But I couldn't play live. Like I know enough to compose
and
whatnot and just fuck around. like maybe hopefully one day I'll like, one day.
That would be really epic to see you
Yeah,
jamming the guitar on stage,
Yeah,
like, because it's already like a very powerful
for
performance,
sure,
you know, with the
for
guitar
sure.
and maybe did you do bands before?
I'm trying to transition more to that. I've done some shows with like a live drummer. So far it's just been like, primarily I do like just backing track with and I have like automations per song and like Ableton Live and whatnot.
I mean, it's
but
not easy.
it's definitely, and also like, especially like traveling, like it's a lot of money to
to accommodate the needs
to
of a whole.
like with the just backing track shit just by myself, like it's super easy, and like also like I only have to consider myself, like I don't have to factor anyone else if they're comfortable or whatever. Like for me, I know what I can go through, and I know I can like in London one time, like first time I performed in London, I slept in the train station bathroom, had nowhere to stay.
Really?
And you know what I mean? Like I'll put myself through that to like or like back then I would. Now I'm like a little bit more like, okay, I've done that, like let me like I like want to be a little bit
know
more,
what's up.
you know what I mean? It's like I don't have the like, I'm like trying to see everything, you know what I mean, like a little bit, but yeah, like with the band, you know what I mean, like
got wiser real quick.
But that's definitely a goal, is I want to build it up, but like at the very least starting out with like a drummer for all the shows. I've done that a few times and definitely makes like a big difference to like, you know what I mean? Especially
for sure,
like,
it would be a good thing also like for promoters and bookers, you know, if like it
makes it a bigger,
somebody like it doesn't matter how many Spotify listeners you have, it doesn't matter like what really matters. I think it's like also the experience. Please go ahead. What I think what really matters is like also the experience you're able to offer. So if
that's
like
the biggest thing for sure.
If people know that this guy's going around with the band and he's real good, I also think that's like really a strong point. You know?
I already try to make up. Like I feel like with the band you can get away with a lot more already. Like which is why I feel like I really try to put emphasis or like even like I'm considering it. I always want to put emphasis on like the whole like experience of it. Like for like with like live performance in mind. Like when I was younger and just like producing and seeing like older friends perform, and I was like, damn, like fuck, I want to perform. And, you know what I mean? And like seeing like inspired by that shit. Like I made Evanora like specifically like for like live performance and the experience that comes with. And that's like, but with a live band, like I've like opened up for larger,
it's more,
like, more, and it's like with like, especially on like large stages, like thinking like how to like translate to that, like when you have like a full group on stage, you know what I mean? It's like you can be more like.
Did you have a question? Because I have one.
Go ahead.
Did you do like any like really big shows? Because like I've been following you and I see like I really appreciate this, that you're ready to go like to really small places, to undeveloped scenes like this. Our Ljubljana scene is like tiny, you know, like there's no way we could get.
That's my favorite shit.
I really appreciate that, and that's really amazing to see. And I'm sure also like the people are really like, you know, really they can feel that, you know, when
the smallest shows are like really the best shows in my opinion, like experience wise. Like I don't like performing bigger shows almost. I mean it's fun and whatnot, and it's a different experience, and I hope one day like that's what I was kind of transitioning to. Like I did some dates like opening up for some larger artists, like on like Yves Tumor's tour. He had me opening up a little bit, and
was this like in the US or
in US, and like that's definitely like a different experience. I'm like super grateful for that. Like it kind of gave me like practice or like insight onto like how do I like transition my like performance I do now into like later on into a larger stage, and like gave me a feel for that a little bit, which is something I want to like figure out into.
You're thinking about that.
Yeah, because like but with the smaller shows, like for me it's like it's very much an interactive experience of what I like find very important. It's like in interacting with the crowd, I find performances to be like an energy exchange of like, you know what I mean? Like with the smaller show, like I love performing inside of the crowd, and it's like the crowd, like a crowd gives me my energy, I give them their.
You're not this separated superstar that's on stage and you're like untouchable up there.
No, I want to be like, you feel me? It's like I want to be like.
I mean, I get you completely. Like
in this together, like I want it to be like an interactive thing, and eventually, like I want to figure out how to translate that into like a bigger stages, like and like so it's not like I want to like my ideal like goal would to be like it to be like almost like a Broadway level like type of like whole
Oh, really?
like play. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Eventually, I want to do that. I want to, yeah.
Because
I have a lot of ideas
maybe
for it.
Evanora is very like a very multimedia project. I
Yeah,
guess, right?
I mean, like I
with-
said, like initially before I like did vocals on it, I
Mhm.
wanted it to be like a film project.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
wanted
yeah.
it to be.
and you're
Yeah.
also
I
like
want to like retain that like aspect of it, like
I like
going
some
forward.
movie.
Yeah.
and your music videos are like performance art in a way. I
Yeah.
think
Yeah,
also
for
and
sure.
very visually appealing and very
Mhm.
physical and.
It could be played at the gallery. Like,
Yes,
for
of
sure,
course,
yeah.
of course.
No, video is definitely like my second passion as well. Like
Mhm.
I would say I even got more into video before I got into
Music.
music. Yeah. Like, I mean, even just like younger, like starting out, I like editing like AMVs and shit on like
Sick.
what's it called, Sony Vegas and whatnot, and then just like being inspired by like YouTube shit. Like I wanted to be a YouTuber hella bad when I was younger. Like, god damn, PewDiePie made it off the YouTube, bro. It's like, alright, you feel me? Like, he made it, I can make it too.
Yeah.
Like I had like a little gaming YouTube channel. Like for a second when I was hella younger, it was very cringy. But I wish I didn't delete all of it. But yeah, just like let's play Slenderman type of bullshit.
Yeah,
you feel me?
of course.
Like with some like preset like dubstep intro. You feel me? Like
Amazing.
Yeah.
type shit.
Yeah. I mean, we all grew up on that kind
Yeah,
of. I
but
don't
like
know,
getting
like
into the video
you
for
guys,
that,
but
and then like that almost transitions into how I got into music in general.
Mhm.
Of like, or like seriously into me. Like I said, my like parents like made music and they tried to get me into music when I was younger, and I kind of like rebelled against it because it's kind of just what they wanted
Yes.
for me to do. Just like
really,
me
they
to
wanted for you to do music.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like no, they were like, it's a good segue.
I'm
into-
jealous. I'm joking.
Yeah.
So you
I'm
wanted to be a
grateful for
lawyer
sure.
or something?
No, yeah. So it's like,
Or a doctor.
I talk about this a lot of
Yeah.
like you know what I mean. Usually have like kids will have like strict parents and like they rebel against that by being like rebellious and like you know what I mean. But like for me, I already had like my parents were already rebellious and like chaotic and not put together. So I like kind of rebelled against that, and they like you know what I mean. They wanted me to get into music, so I like rebelled against it almost in a way by being like I want to be as put together as possible. Have like good handwriting, and I want to be a doctor and a dentist and like a programmer at the same time. You feel me? And like I want to be like normal as fuck, like and like didn't. And eventually, like I like came to terms with like it's just me. Like I can't fight that. You know what I mean? That's like kind of just like
who you are.
Like I came to terms with like
Alternative
being
propaganda.
Like, who I was. Yeah, type shit.
You've been cooked.
I'm too far cooked. I mean, I gotta submit to it. No, no, but like you know what I mean. It was like eventually found terms with it myself and my own interest in it, like through like inspiration of like video of like I was very like loner ass like kid in high school and like would see like shows and parties and all type of shit, and I was like, damn, I'm like wasting my youth playing Fallout, like you feel me, I got no friends, like you feel me. And then I started going to random I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna just pull up to shit and like pop out. And like the first one was like my an old like family family and shit, like my homie Cherokee and mom Asa used to babysit me and shit. And he was the first person I personally knew who made music that I like personally connected with. And still to this day one of my favorite artists. And like
Sorry, who is that? I didn't catch
homie
it.
Cherokee. I can like send you.
I
But
don't know.
He was like the first person I personally knew who made art that I like personally connected with, and like I was like I saw he was like performing at some show, but you can actually find video. I can even send you a link of it.
We're gonna
it was
link it
just
below.
like it was just
so
like
people can
downtown
check it out.
Oakland, like intersection just shut down. It's just like a bunch of like everybody outside. Just like intersection, like you know what I mean, middle of the street is shut down.
This is
Some
like this is
speakers,
really some American
just, like,
stuff. Like we don't
screaming
have
in the-
this.
Screaming in the middle of the street.
Yeah,
And I was just
wow.
like, that was my. I pulled up like to the neck, and that was my first time seeing like DIY shit and like
Wow.
like community shit, and I was just like saw like damn shit is possible. Like I saw like oh, it's like people performing, it's people making the flyers, people taking video, people promoting, and I was like saw the power of that, and I was like damn, like shit is possible. And it's like nobody was really documenting it, and I was just like, what the fuck? Like, everybody's so talented. It was like life changing for me, and I was like, this shit needs to be documented. The world deserves to see this shit. This shit deserves to be seen. So I stole like a camera from my high school. Yeah. Started showing up to every show. Didn't know nobody, but I was just like to the neck with a camera, documented it, and then like started sending people like I would like make recaps just out of my own accord, not like with no like what's the word? Not prompted to it. Would just pull up, make recaps of this shit, like hit up the artist, be like, yo, like fucked your performance, like send me your email so I could send
I feel like a bunch of kids are doing this stuff now.
Like, and then like they see that I make beats or whatever the fuck, and then like just like and through butterfly effect of like just that
amazing
shit, like I credit to like knowing everybody.
Yeah, I had a similar moment here in Ljubljana. Like you can come here and like you come to a scene and you see like, oh shit, this thing is possible. Like you can do this.
Yeah, no, it's like it's crazy.
Really amazing. So we're running a bit short of time, but we still have some 10-15 minutes, let's say, or so maybe. Dorian, you prepared really well for this.
Yeah, maybe Tea, you can tell us about your relationship to music, because you're also were and are very engaged into the club scene, I think, and doing a lot of stuff with music and also collaborating with Orion visually, I think. And can you tell us more about that?
It's been like a long time. I don't know why I didn't even listen to music basically until I was like maybe like 11, 12, 13, and then I immediately, like, when I saw a System of a Down on my friend's TV, they had a satellite, I didn't. I was like, System of a Down aerials, this is my people. Like, this is what I am. And then like since then I like became like super metal punk, like new metal, and they like but I was like alone, left in Dubrovnik basically. I left my home when I was 14 to go study art and kind of just like get out of I had to get out of everyone's face. I was like how to say, a trnuoku in a village. So like I went back to live with my grandma in Dubrovnik and hanged out with like local musicians. One of them was called Fallout, one of them was Izgubljeni. Later on in Zagreb, I met Ivna Franić and Lovro Japunjić from Živa Muzika, which was legendary times actually. Like we had a lot of people who weren't even famous in US in their hometowns come visit and play shows in Zagreb. Wow. And amazing artists. I saw like Živ Stumar as Teams and Violence, and Miki Blanco like as like a little like like coming out of college person, and
high school.
like a high school to college. And then I started doing 3D and making 2D animations. I was like full-on pro indie animator at that point. I like finished BA and MA around 2015. And more, I was like finishing the studies more, just like something was boiling in me to like go towards music. And people from Parkingstone, Paris, or Cream Cake, Berlin noticed me. Then Zhu Sing from China, and then like Shanghai Community Radio, and like a lot of Asians, like in Hong Kong, and a lot of like people from Shanghai and Hong Kong and Beijing, like really liked my style, which no one in like Croatia or like in West really like.
They're really forward, like visually, like I'm also.
They're like full on. They were like full on, like video oriented and like more into very extreme stuff. So like I'm like so grateful still to this day to like Katie Rosalind, Killer Vixen, and like everyone from that area that like put me out, because more and more people noticed me, and at some point I was like, I have to get out of Zagreb, like everyone left in 2016. So I went to LA and I lived in a house like with so many DJs. There was like 10 DJs every other day, like going like, and I did flyers for like literally every other party there for like a year. It was like very DIY stuff too, like nothing extra. I think I had like one flyer for like Riff Raff's party or something.
I love Riff Raff.
It was so random.
That's sick.
I love Riff Raff.
Yeah, but I never like really reached like anything big, honestly. Like even to this day, I think I still like.
So did you manage like to actually live from it in LA?
Yeah, like survive.
Survive.
Yeah.
Right.
Like barely, and
this was
because
after
LA was ruthless.
After college, university, would say in Europe.
Yeah. Like I finished MA and like went abroad straight.
Right.
Like first to Denmark, then to LA, and then back to like literally Split Podstrana, and then like ran some VR residency there with some people from abroad, like Luka Schmeck also from
Luka Schmeck.
from Berlin. Yeah.
It's a good name.
Right. And got connected with like other CGI people.
Cool.
But me personally, I don't really even like CGI too much. I don't know why I do it. I wish I could make like real ones, but I travel a lot and like same as him, like
real pieces.
Yeah, like I wish I could make real pieces.
But now you do a lot of sculptures and also airbrush, right? Yeah.
Actually, I only made like few because it's super expensive to make them, and I don't have facilities for it or means, and storaging that stuff is crazy.
Yeah, that's true.
One day.
But they look like when I make them and when I see how people react to them in real life, it really means a lot, and it's like completely different experience than just like seeing them digitally. So like next year I'm gonna try to do more pieces that are like physical. And
I think it's a different kind of perception when you, I don't know if you agree with this, but when you see something in real life, you know, it's a bit different. That's exactly why, because it's more, it's not easy to make them, it's very scarce, you know. In this art context, because like the online world is super saturated. Like we have, like you can go on Instagram and you can scroll
everything in 5 seconds.
Amazing art for days and just like burn through it. But like when you see it in real life, it's like it hits different. You know, it's like a different thing, and also it's like physical. You can walk around, you can kind of interact with it. You know. Like, did you have like your sculptures in Trauma Bar? Or was it in Schinkel Pavilion? Where was it? Like I don't remember.
It was in Trauma Bar, both of them, and then they were in Hadelevu in Zagreb, and I don't know where else. They were in Hyperlink Athens in my friend's gallery. That's also a really amazing spot. And next year only I'm like planning to do again because I didn't do exhibitions for a while, and I honestly like sometimes I like find it kind of futile to like show stuff in this like empty rooms that no one's using. Like I wish that art would belong like to the spaces. And I'm sad that COVID hit when I first had these like two big sculptures premiere, because otherwise one of them would have ended up in Final Taipei in a club, and like that's like where I feel like I would feel good if my pieces were in community spaces rather than gallery.
Sure, yeah. I remember watching this, like we were watching him for Ljubljana, like you presenting this on your Instagram, and we were really excited. Like in our group chat, we were like, really like.
You mean in Trauma Bar?
I mean, I just remember like discussing her art, you know, and we were really excited. Oh, look, somebody from Croatia, from the Balkans is like doing this in Berlin. We were like super fangirling, you know.
Thank you. No, that was awesome. Honestly, I did some crazy stuff that November. But yeah, like later on, like, and before that, I basically like work for other artists a lot. Like recently I made one sculpture for Lawrence Leck's Freeze Magazine Awards, which was such a cool project, and like also like a lot of like Slavic brothers and sisters were doing some Unreal Engine stuff in the back of that and creating like a video game environment for it. And yeah, like what I really like admire about this series, that everybody's like really professional and really, really like nerdy and dedicated, and like even like you can see that on your events. And like before, back when I was in Zagreb, like people would like really like meticulously like make an event and make everything. Either collapse in complete disaster, or but like it's soul, or like make it like really like slick.
I mean, for sure, because like you don't do it here because it's your job, but you do it because you want to do it. Like here it's like we already filter out the people who, you already like filter out the people like that are kind of like would do it just because you know it's not easy to do it here. So I think like the people who are really doing it, they're really into it and they're really meticulous and they want it to be crafted. Well, like either it's art, either it's events, either it's club nights, whatever it is. Yeah. So we have to wrap this up slowly. So if you have any other questions, Dorian, maybe or you can. Do you want like to say anything to the people watching, to the people from the less established places? To like, do you have a message maybe? Also, you being artists that are really like into. How you say, from the outskirts of the art world.
Book me anywhere, I'll come anywhere at all. You feel me? A lot of DMs of like, come here, come there.
The polar bears,
you feel
South
me?
Pole.
Guys, organize a show for him. He's gonna come for sure.
You want me to come to wherever, like I don't care if it's however much, wherever much. You feel me? Like.
Evanora show in Kosovo, let's
find
go.
Someone
Montenegro.
It's like Hellraiser.
If you got a venue, all I need is a flight and however much. And
you summon us, we can.
No matter if it's 20 people, 10 people, you feel me? I'll perform your birthday of 5 people. I'll perform just for you, you feel me? Like, just for you.
Amazing, man.
Yeah.
And don't cry later when you get like all like bruised and like, what was happening? Someone get them out of here.
Sounds problematic.
All right. You want to say something in Slavic to wrap this up? You were saying a lot of really entertaining stuff.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. You can cut it out if you don't want to have it later.
What was my favorite?
Prostite, gospođo. My favorite was poštovanje, gospođo. That was my favorite one.
Poštovanje, gospođo, tvoj kulorač je ogrom. No, I cut that out. No,
maybe Gabi ended here.
I think we can understand. Go ahead.
Let me know if it's.
We will tell you if you understand.
Sem zelo pijana, a vseeno dama.
Jaz sem zelo pijana, vseeno dama.
Yeah,
it makes complete sense.
I'm hella fucked up, but I'm still a lady.
Yeah.
It's giving cunt big time.
I don't know about no cunt.
Amazing. So this is it for tonight. Thank you for watching up until now. If you've been watching, thank you Kader Kodeljevo for hosting us and for the amazing drinks. Thank you Mladina Tednik for the support, and also Planta Grow Shop. If you're in Ljubljana, make sure to check it out. So yeah, this is it. Hope to see you again on our next interview like that. Buy the merch, shameless self-promo, shameless plug. And yeah, this is it. Good night, guys.
Thank you.
Mwah.
Adios.
Ciao.
You could get first place in the race, just a car crash. No brakes or airbags been installed. Tryna ski skirt the scraper, Mercedes, I paid all cash. Fresh coated paint.